Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And today's video is about Sun's transit on 12th of Feb 2025. But it's not only about the transit of Sun, it's Sun's conjunction with Saturn along with Mercury. Now, this is something complex. So, let's welcome Akashji from Mumbai, India to discuss the challenges we have. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji.
Ramra. So today the problem that it's not a problem. There is opportunity also, but there is going to be a little bit of challenges as well because Sun is entering into Aquarius, Rohitji, and now this time Sun will become extremely dominant over other planets. It will make sure that Saturn becomes combust. It will make sure that Mercury remains combust. So there is a lot of things happening here. And Rohitji, not only that, very soon this is the time when Sun will be with Saturn this month in the house of Aquarius. Then Saturn will come and stay with Sun in the house of Pisces. So it's a very, very long transit of Sun and Saturn together, which will be challenging in many aspects for many people, but be rewarding also in many aspects for many people. Ruiji, moving forward, we are doing 15th March 2025 Astrology for Beginners, the 8-week course. Those who have joined already, welcome. And I think 3 or 4 spots are there. So who wants to come, they can come, and then we will close the group here. In our Vedas, Rohitji, there is a story about Sun, Surya Dev, entering into Kumbha, and the role of Lord Shiva in this, reconciling the conflicts between Saturn and Sun. Rohitji, we know that when Saturn was born, Surya Dev, that means the father, actually disowned him, and he had an idea that okay, this is because it does not look like my son, not at all possible. How can I give birth to such kind of a person who does not have such beautiful features like me? Here, Lord Shiva came and explained that okay, listen, man, this is not this is a Devya Yojana. That means it is a celestial plan that you were supposed to give birth to a person like Saturn from the chaya, that means the shadow of your wife, and in this you give the birth, and he solves the conflict between both of them. When when Sun came to the first time to the house of Aquarius, this is also the time that these kind of things, when Saturn was very scared that okay, this person is coming here very dominating, the king of the universe, the king of the solar system, and I am just a servant here. How will this go on between me and them? And Lord Shiva came, and upon learning this truth, Sun realizes familial connections to Saturn and feels regret for any ill feelings be harbored towards his own son. That's why in Aquarius, when Saturn and Sun are together, Sun becomes a little bit of benefic also. It has that sympathy. But because Aquarius also carries a what you say nakshatra that is ruled by Rahu, that is Satabhisha, that is where Saturn Sun comes and becomes a little ferocious. So this is how everything is happening. On the other hand, Rohitji, here there is one more thing to understand, that Sun is the significator of the soul, Saturn is the significator of justice, and Yama is the significator of death. So, coming to this birth, suffering, and then dying is all due to the presence of Sun, and Sun has created this for us. So, the cycle of life is actually ruled by Sun, Surya Dev. Okay. In any chart, if Sun is afflicted, the soul is weak, that those people cannot be very successful or affluent. They will always struggle in life. So those who work on Sun regularly, they will see, those who do the remedies of the Sun, they will see that there is a what you say, always some kind of happiness in their life. Yes, Rohiji, you wanted to say something? Sorry.
I want to I want to say that the facts you bring here are definitely, these are the jewels of this ACS2 which we always see. The main thing is I want to understand this thing after your this story and all these facts, that because Sun and Saturn are both, I don't say enemy word, but don't gel with each other. And Mercury is the planet which is gel with Sun also very good and with Saturn also. So he will be the mediator between the both and can do something like this.
it will be not having any power, Rohit. It will be combust all the time because Sun and Mercury will be taking degrees together this time, and it will be combust all throughout. So it has nothing to say. This is the time that the king says to prince that you shut up. I will take all the calls. Just be silent. That is what it is. So unfortunately, Mercury is also challenged. So there is problem, man. There is problem. There is problem. Moving on, Aries ascendant. So this transit is happening from 12th of February till 14th of March in the 11th sign for you, Rohiji. This is the 11th sign. This is the time that after now 30 years we will see such kind of combination. It happens only, it happens only three times every 30 years. It was there in 2020, 23, 24, 25 now. And this is the time that it will move together. Sun and Saturn will also be seen in the Pisces sign this year. So two times it is going to be conjuncting. Now here, the sun will help you energize in your social networks, groups, in these areas where your focus will shift toward a lot of collective goals that I want to, be in fifth house Lord Rohit sitting in the 11th house. So there will be gains during this time. And especially those who are in leadership roles, you will excel in such leadership roles. There will be also possibility that a lot of collaboration, teamwork, a lot of personal growth will happen here. But we have to understand, as soon as 19th of February is when sun will enter into Satabhisha nakshatra. This is the challenging period. It is Rahu's nakshatra, and the dominating Saturn is at Mool Trikon right now in very high degrees. Mercury would be totally combust. So in this chart, career wise, some kind of blockages can come after 19th of February, some kind of challenges in career, especially related to socially also. If we see those who are going through little bit of challenging dasha like Saturn dasha, like Mars dasha, like Rahu dasha, such people can feel challenges in the workplace, especially in their exposure to the social circle of the workplace. They can feel little bit of either you will become too much egoistic, which will make this transit a little bit of challenging, that okay, other people will look at you as a very egoistic person, someone who does not have any communication skills, someone who is just trying to show their power. That's what, because see, Mercury is also combust, the lord of the third and the sixth house, combust here. Saturn will soon get combust. That means the Mool Trikon effect of Saturn, which is so beautiful, so much good things you are getting, it may suddenly start becoming a little bit of challenging. Sun dominatingly very nice. This is the time that community involvement will be there. You will be up and running. But as soon as it comes into Satvisha Nakshatra, Sun loses the power, and that Sun can also act like little bit of challenge. So it is sitting with Saturn, not a good placement. Sitting in the house of Saturn, not a good placement. On top of that, coming in Satvisha Nakshatra, this is the time that extreme ego should be under control. Your confidence is very good, and confidence should be there, we should be powerful, but overconfidence and overindulgence in speaking, trying to overpower about your children or those who have done startup, trying to be extra ambitious or trying to put yourself in the market that okay, there is no one like us. These kind of things should be avoided. Roji, what do you suggest with sun here and with Mercury? And see, workplace lord is also getting combust here. On top of that, 11th house, the lot of gains will also get combust. So what do you think the outcome can be?
I think there will be ego clashes as well between the elder siblings and between the people you dealing in society. Difference of opinion will be there, and you rightly said that this is a time when they can maintain their cool and get gains from society, but keeping aside their ego. But I think they will not able to do this because everything is if so automatic that you see this prediction and you do changes. I think the biggest thing I feel that there is a biggest challenge is transformation, which is very small word we use thousand time in our predictions and all that. We say yes, you can transform here, you can do, but the bringing a transformation in your life, in your behavior, the strongest challenge person will be saint if we bring transformation. So yes, challenges are there, but transformation is important.
Good things are also there. There will be excellent leadership roles. But in terms of power, you will be powerful. But this power, you will feel powerful, but other people around you feel that this person is misusing power. Lot of remedies related to sun has to be done. Lot of things related to those who are going through sun mahadasha, antardasha, pratyantardasha, sukshma prana, Mercury, Saturn mahadasha, antardasha. These they have to be very careful, because fifth house, creativity lord, is in the 11th house. You may gain from your creativity and everything, but you may gain for a very temporary period. Later it can be a very disastrous period as well. So let's hope for the best, and let's stay calm and stay very much, do lot of remedies related to sun. That's what is required. All the best. For Taurus ascendant people, this transit is happening in the 10th house, and 10th house is the house that is related to career, public reputation, and that will come into focus right now. There can be, in this scenario where sun is making, Mercury combust, which is the second and the fifth house lord. That means everything that has to do with creativity, with your speaking, with you actually convincing other people, you will seek unconventional paths, or there will be a lot of progressive approach to your professional life, professional leadership, and such kind of things will come. But it may also come through unconventional behavior, which will be very temporary, very satisfying, but in the long run can create some problems. Especially Rohitji, the skill lord. If you see the sixth house lord, that is the lord of skills, the lord of your creativity, coming to the 10th house, getting combust in such situation where very soon the eclipse energy is also building. You will see that a lot of leadership opportunities and recognitions for your unique skills may arise. Humanitarian causes, everything will be good, because powerful sun is the power. The power is coming to the 10th house, and 10th house is all about power. We have to understand the underlying condition of sun and Saturn relationship, and then sun entering into Satabhisha, the nakshatra of Rahu, which always Rahu, we in the Rahu mantra also it says Surya Chandra Mardanam, like someone who temporarily dissolves the power of Surya and Chandra. When coming to the nakshatra of healing, where sun also gets exalted in the nakshatra of healing called Ashwini Rohitji. So you will need a lot of healing in your egoistic approach during this time. If you want to get into a right position in this period, you have to embrace your individuality. Mostly try to be a very nice and calm and very on the humanitarian level, very, very much what you say evolved person, or we can call somewhere who is someone very what you say mm, enlightened, with innovative thinking to advance your career ambition. Whenever Saturn and Sun comes together, there can be problem between you and some authority figure as well. Maybe some, if you are in power, and definitely you will be in power. This is a powerful position of Sun, but that other power to the other person can, like, maybe to the hierarchies, will act as a threat, and they can act in or maybe their what you say in their safety. They will say that, okay, we are feeling insecure because this person is becoming too powerful. That all can come. So try to be more calmer, try to not show off, try to not put your things outside. Roji, do you think, see, sun in the 10th house is powerful, right? On top of that, sun here with Saturn is the judgment. When sun and Saturn come, father and relationship with father and son can get a little bit strangled, right? On top of that, Sun and Saturn, those people who are in government jobs, especially related to law and order, government, police, security, cyber security, all these things. In these areas, there can be ego clashes with hierarchies. That means you may think that this person is so stupid in front of me, I am better than him. So ego clashes can happen in such cases. So we have to be very careful. Every time the transit cannot be good. This is a good transit to achieve power. Many people who are looking for promotion, power, growth, yes, it may come to you because of the past deeds that you have done. But getting into it will be a jealousy factor for 10 people outside looking at you, that, okay, this person is getting this. Let me just go around and understand how I can, give a little bit of challenge to this person. A lot of sun is going to get into a complete solar eclipse. There is going to be lunar eclipse also on 13th of March. So 14th of March, actually 13th, 14th of March. So here, lot of remedies related to sun, starting chanting sun's mantra, Aditya Hridaya Stotram, giving water to the sun, trying to do Vishnu Sahasranam, so many things depending on your chart. And if you're going through sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, then this is more important for you. Sun, what you say, Sun, Mercury, or Saturn Dasha. then this will be affecting you during this time. So let's hope for the best. Let's see the positive side of this. Like positively, the power is coming, but that power will come, and 10 people here will be trying to destroy the power that you have. That is what the X one liner for this transit is. All the best. For Gemini ascendant Rohiji, when we talk about this transit is happening in the ninth house where Sun will enter into Aquarius. Now here the Lagna Lord, the ascendant Lord is going to get combust. It is combust right now. It will get combust only. It will stay combust only for a very period of time. And then next month it will go into debilitation also in the 10th house. Here we have to be very careful because whenever um, this क्या बोलते हैं Mercury will be in the ninth house. It will try to protect your job and protect your, you know what you say, status, protect your inner peace and happiness. But because it is getting combust, the power will be like none to like not available. Like that, how power is. I have come to this house. I cannot be seen only, so no one will hear me only. That kind of energy is there. Sun in the ninth house. This is the time that it will stimulate your thirst for knowledge, exploration. Your attention will turn towards higher education, philosophical pursuits, spiritual studies, travel and cultural experiences. Cultural, things will be there. Lot of cultural experiences will be there. There is also possibility, Rohitji, here we have to understand that ninth house is the house of father, and when Saturn and Sun will come together, there can be challenges or clashes between father and son relationship or father and daughter relationship also. Health of father has to be taken and number one consideration. Because Rohitji, look, the third house lord. Third house is an Upchaya house going to the ninth house. Long distance travel can happen, but sudden travels also can happen. Just father's health became very difficult, and suddenly you have to come from abroad to India or from India to go to some other place, or maybe some kind of long distance travel can happen. Sun in the ninth house. Now, this is a positive thing here. Sometimes Sun in the ninth house will also give you opportunities for enlightenment, like positive enlightenment. There may be actually you find a guru in this state, or you come into absolute discipline because of the Sun and the Saturn conjunction. Your communication or your ideas or your what you say your involvement in any kind of higher education or philosophical pursuit may convert or may bring a very big change to the life of many people who are associated and around you. So overall, it's 50-50 because Sun and Saturn are making a conjunction, and Sun is going to enter into Satvishya nakshatra of Rahu here, and this also converts into healing for father. Rohitji, it is healing for father when in the ninth house it will come into this place. So that way, father's health and everything has to be taken in lot of consideration. Try to do lot of chanting related to Bhagwan Surya, do Aditya Hriday Stotram, put jal or what you say arka to Lord Surya. On top of that, try to make sure that you're doing Vishnu Sahasranam for sure this time. This whole from 12th of February till 4th of April, Vishnu Sahasranam should be a must for you. Every day listen to it, hear it, meditate over it, because that will help you mitigate the sometimes which happens like some negative effects in the birth chart. It's unfortunate, but that is how it's supposed to be. Sorry for this. 15th of March, we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course. So make sure that you want to align yourself. You can join and we can learn astrology in details, like how we predict and this, that. You will be also able to do that, and all the best. So Cancer ascendant Rohitji, this transit is happening in the 8th house. Now 8th house is a house of transformation, and for Cancer ascendant, unfortunately, Sun is the second house lord, which is the lord of Marakastan. What is a Marakastan? Marakastan is always a placement which shows that who can cause some kind of death-like activities in our life. Like sometimes it gives too much mental stress and stuff like that. Now what happens here is that 8th house is also the house of sudden ups and downs. This is the time when lot of positive things are also happening. See, financially there is going to be a lot of positive changes that you will go through. There is going to be money also that is going to come to you, but health wise we have to be very careful. This is the time of regeneration means some kind of surgery also, some kind of problems related to health also. There can also be possibility that during this time you will see that suddenly some new health problem has emerged and you have to now get it solved. This is all helping because Saturn in the 8th house will make sure that your longevity increases. Saturn in the 8th house is therefore increasing your longevity, and sometimes to increase the longevity, they will bring some problems on surface. Sun being a Maraka can create such situations like death-like situations or some hoax or scare that, oh my god, I'm feeling this, is my heart okay, is my stomach okay, such kind of things you may feel during this time. It's an important time. See, financially there is no problem at all, I can like guarantee there is no problem, but health wise, emotional health wise, occult science, this is the time that you may require a lot of occult sciences, or maybe some kind of interventions of some kind of ideas or rituals, something like that. Eighth house is also the house of inheritance. If you are struggling in inheritance area, struggling especially related to some kind of judgment or court, or you will get a very positive order also here. So it's not only negative, it is positive also. But here, Sun in this position, and especially in the 8th house related to Satvishya Nakshatra that will enter in 19th of February, is a challenging time for health. Other than health, there is no problem. Wealth, there is no problem. Financials, no problem. Investments, joint resources, money from partnerships, no problem. Support from in-laws, yes, everything you will get. But health wise, we have to be extremely extremely careful. On the other hand, the lord of the 12th house is also in the 8th house, Rohit ji. That is Mercury, which is making a Viprit Rajyog. What is Viprit Rajyog? Problem and then solution to the problem. That is what is Viprit Rajyog. So little bit challenging, but on overall very good for finances. Like you may achieve finances, but health wise, make sure you're doing remedies properly. Aditya Hriday Stotram, Vishnu Sahasranam, Arka to Lord Surya, and also the eclipse energy will begin. So eclipse is always not good. That's why our ancestors always said that please be into a safe room, this, that, whatnot. So the eclipse energy will start building from 14th of March and onwards. So we have to be now careful and make sure that our decisions or our speech is in control, because second house lord in the 8th house, because of you speaking something only or your action only, sudden ups and downs will happen, nothing else. All the best, have a great time. Don't be scared, be more attentive towards health. Any small issues also between 12th Feb to 14 March, make sure you're visiting doctor, getting it checked, getting ruled out, things ruled out. Okay, all the best. Leo ascendant. Now here, when we look at this transit, this is happening in the 7th house. The ascendant lord is coming to the 7th house, that is a Maraka house, sitting with the Marrakesh, that is Saturn. Here, because Mercury rules the 2nd and the 11th house, Mercury is also a Marrakesh, sitting in the 7th house. So two Marrakesh sitting together with Sun. Now, tell me what is the combination here, Rohitji? Lagna Lord in the 7th house have come exactly opposite itself. Here, very great time for partnerships, very great time for collaborations. You will see that, the future together with your partner, that, okay, this is what we can do, that is how we can do. Lot of innovation approaches towards negotiation, cooperation can lead to mutually benefit arrangements also, that in the terms of relationship, everything is going to be very good, very awesome. If you are waiting for some kind of judgment to come from the court or from the you are doing some company registration, this, that, you will see that absolutely wonderful. There is no issues in these areas. Lagna lord in the 7th house, it will make sure that everything, 7th house lord here, so all the tasks about your partnership which were hidden will all be happening very nicely. But what happens here is, Rohitji, the lord of the second house in the 7th house, that means Maraka in Marakastan, Maraka lord 7th house in Marakastan, and sun entering into Satvisha nakshatra on 19th of February. Now this is a challenge, Rohitji. Health wise, I am also Leo ascendant, my also health problem can come suddenly. Health problem for us, health problem for relatives, health problem for sisters, health problem for grandparents, father, everything, every aspect. Saturn is grandparent, Mercury is younger siblings, as well as your children. Sun on the other hand is father, and everyone sitting in the 7th house, that is Marakastan, where Saturn is Mool Trikon, very powerful right now, very powerful, Rohitji. And in Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra of Ajay Ekapada, which is also related to health and also this black magic and whatnot and so many things. Here, Sun entering into Satvisha nakshatra is a alarming stage, where Lagna Lord goes to the 8th house in this nakshatra, in the 7th house in this nakshatra, can trigger health related problems. For health related problems, this is the time that you should be completely devoted towards Surya Namaskar, anything to do in terms of arc to Lord Surya, anything to do in terms of doing donations related to Lord Surya. If you're going through Sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar Dasha, like I am going through Mars Mahadasha and Sun Antardasha, Rohitji. So this is a critical time for me. In fact, the eclipse is also going to be a critical time for me because of my Antardasha Lord only being Sun. So there will be changes, there will be challenges. In fact, if you must have seen in the past, in few days, for Leo ascendant people, the debt, because Sun was sitting in the sixth house, the debt must have gone up. Suddenly your loans and everything are going up and up and up, and that is what is happening to me also, to you also. It must be happening here. The health of partner also has to be taken into extreme consideration. If you're traveling somewhere also during this time, be careful and make sure that you're doing always Surya mantra. Om Surya Namaha, Om Surya Namaha, Om Surya Namaha. Simple mantra. I salute to the Lord Sun. Simple. Or in the morning, 2 minutes it will take to just join hands in front of Sun and say Om Surya Namaha. Thank you, dear Surya. Be with me. Any problem happens, you just make sure I am taken care of. This kind of things has to be done. Vishnu Sahasranam very important for Leo ascendant people this time. Sometimes all the transits are not very great. We have to be careful also. That's the reason to make these videos in advance so that you can. If you're not going through Sun Mahadasha, Saturn Mahadasha, Mercury Mahadasha, then chill. Then very small aspect of your life will be affected. But if you're going through these Antardashas, Mahadashas, then this is a time of careful approach in life. Okay, all the best. Virgo ascendant people here. When we talk about this, 12th February till March of 14th, Sun will be in the 6th house. Very, very good placement of Sun. It is making Vipreet Raj Yoga. Sun transit through Aquarius directs your attention towards health, work, and service to others. In those areas, especially those people who are in government field, any government or semi-government organizations, what a growth pattern time for you, like amazing time for you. You may implement a lot of progressive strategies, self-improvement, wellness routines, and a lot of organizational efficiency will also be seen because this is the house of your career also. But unfortunately, what is happening sometimes, Rohitji, that when these Sun and Saturn, especially Saturn, right now it is in Mool Trikon, very powerful position, in on also on the cusp of the sixth and the seventh house, attaining higher degrees to enter into Pisces, Rohitji, which is entering after this after the Sun transit. Sun will be entering into Pisces, and later Asta Shani will also be entering into Pisces. When the sixth house Lord gets Asta, every control happens and comes into the power of Sun. And Sun is the 12th house Lord. Health wise, we are doing very good, but suddenly some health problems of some relatives, especially father, sometimes some relatives, because Mercury is also here. We can look at sisters, daughters. We can look at Saturn here, grandparents. Also, this is the house related to your maternal uncles. That means mama, we call, right, maternal uncles. Here, these kind of placement is Sun, where it can create some kind of challenges for in these areas for health of other people. Your health is very good. Your Vipreet Raj Yoga, everything is very good, but there may be spending due to these kind of problems. See, you have to, in this time, you have to, your innovative approach will be there. Your daily routine and responsibility will lead to a greater productivity and well-being. But this well-being can be for other people also. You may be contributing, you may be taking some debt also during this time for someone else. That is a humanitarian work. It is going to be more on the humanitarian side, that you will be doing some work for others, trying to help them, trying to make things better. But somehow expenses will rise due to health conditions. Those people who are actually going through Saturn Mahadasha and Sun Antardasha, there can also be sudden bad news about job. And this is related to Saturn being completely combust. In the workplace, Saturn is completely combust. You will not get the right judgment. And for that, there can be some challenges related to work. Maybe promotion was promised, not happening. Maybe transfer was promised, not happening. Maybe something like you were supposed to get some positive feedback about yourself, that okay, you have done very well, this, that you will not get that. So some kind of disappointment can come. But Sun in this sign is one way you are little safe, because the ascendant Lord is in the sixth house, so it will try to protect you as much as possible. Even in combust position, it will do how much ever possible to make sure that you are safe. Ideally, Vishnu Sahasranam, ideally anything to do with Surya Mantra, Om Surya Nama, Aditya Hriday Stotram, Navgraha Sotram, anything to do in remedies related to sun, donating jaggery to the cow, and putting some kind of arka, that means putting water to sun in the morning, praying for wellness. This is all what required during this time. Whenever any sun, Mars, they come to the sixth house, eighth house, it's a challenging time, and it can create some challenges related to sudden health issues, sudden problems in your expenses, your debt going up. One good news: those who are running court cases, they may get victory during this time, because Sun is a very powerful planet. It's Viprit Rajyog. A lot of problem it must have given you in the earlier times for court cases. This that this is the time that your progress, you one more step will happen and you will win here. So that is positive. But lot of difficult things are also there, Rohit. Unfortunately, Rohit, you have any kind of insight here? Because sometimes I miss few aspects.
No, you rightly said all these things, and because I have two Virgo people in my house, and I talk to them daily. Yes, they're already feeling health issues. They already have this gut issues because fifth house Lord, in sixth house from
The
long
sixth
time.
house. Yeah.
So have these problems. Yes, they have some difference of opinion or some controversy at workplace. This can be the problem due to this Saturn Sun conjunction. They have some ego issues with their colleagues, or with the boss also, because 10th house Lord also in the sixth house with the Sun and Saturn. This can be a problem. Otherwise, yes, you explained very well. Nothing is missed.
There are opportunities also. There is not only problem.
Mhm.
There is opportunities also. But when Sun enters into Satvisha Nakshatra, everything cannot be positive all the time. It is problem, man. Sun enters into Satvisha Nakshatra, it is challenging.
And one thing I'm going to tell you that they are the people who can land them into the problem, some legal issues or some in the even jail or court issues. I will not. We are making this video this time. A famous YouTuber is in the trouble. He told something bad about parents in his video, and now I was reading to this that even the CM of Maharashtra has taken cognizance of this thing, and he said this. All parties are saying this is, and that person, as
Is
per the
working.
reports of social media, he is Virgo ascendant. So yes,
Wow.
Virgo ascendant people, take care before you speak something, because all aspects on the 12th house on the enemy sign of Saturn. This is important.
Lot of remedies are required during the time when we have headache, we have problems, we take medicine, right? Same way, remedies are required during the time when all these planets are creating some kind of issues for you. But otherwise, all the best. Have a great time. Let's hope for the best that all the positive sides act for you. If you're going to Sun Mahadasha, then this is the most crucial time. Okay. 15 March, we are doing astrology for beginners, the 8-week course as well. So those who have joined, all the best. Those who are joining, let's see how things work out for you, and we will have a lot of fun and learn together and decode a lot of things related to astrology. Libra ascendant, OG. When we talk about Libra ascendant here during the period, Sun in Aquarius in the fifth house, OG. Look at 11th house Lord in the fifth house. What a great time for speculative gains, gains from government, gains from power, gains from powerful people. You will engage in lot of artistic, lot of what you say, hobbies, recreational activities. Very great time for children also. In fact, in all of the people currently, Libra ascendant will be little bit relaxed during this time. There will be a lot of interaction with children, can also be sometimes very unconventional, very stimulating. In fact, Rohitji, this is the time for those people who are in acting, singing, dancing, and whatnot to see great success, as the Lord of this ascendant is also in power and in exaltation. So that's also very great. There are few negative aspects here which we want to understand. For Libra ascendant people, Sun is entering into the fifth house, and there is no problem with Sun's placement here in the sign. The problem is when Sun will enter into Satvisha Nakshatra for a very brief period. Here, Guruji, what happens is Satvisha Nakshatra is ruled by Rahu. Rahu is in the sixth house. So dispositor of Satvisha Nakshatra is in the sixth house of health and problems and enemies. Here, problem related to children's health can be seen. Your relationship with children is very good. Your relationship with your romantic partner is very good. But their health, the layer here is that their health or there's some problem or some challenge may trigger, and you may have to be involved into it, which may have little bit of problem on your inner peace and happiness. It may create a little bit of in this good period also, where everything is good happening to you, money wise, wealth wise, you may feel that my children is suffering or my loved one is suffering. So there you will feel little challenges. This is the house that is related to stomach, And look here, the Lord of the 12th house is also combust here in the 5th house. So that means because of some problem related to stomach or gut health, you may, or there can be possibility that you may have to visit doctors or take advice related to that. Rahu, Satvisha Nakshatra means 100 doctors. This time you will go to lot of ups and downs to some clinics, or and after that you will remember, and you will reply also here in below that, oh, you know what, I went to clinic, like this happened, that happened. For this, proper Roji, proper guided remedies has to be done, especially related to sun, Surya Dev. First, if there is any cow near us, try to give them good, that is jaggery. They're very, very good remedy. It will help sun also, and it's a collective remedy for your Venus also. So Venus and sun will become better. Secondly, for sun, it is a very important remedy to give water to the sun. Scientifically also proven very, very nice, and also periodically this is a very important time when sun will enter into any sign that is closely coming towards the sign of Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. This time sun has to be given a lot of strength, and for that we can also say Om Surya Nama and embrace the energy of sun of the whole universe. On top of that, fifth house is speculative gains. Now, this is where we have to be extreme careful. There will be speculative gain. It's not like no. In the past few months, those people who have lost a lot of money in share stock market now will see that suddenly the gains are going up. But this is the period when the Lord of the 12th house is combust. Lord of the ninth house, your destiny will not work for you. So there can be cheating also. People can cheat you for money. So before making big investments in, even in real estate, even in anything to do with friends or social, socially people are saying that, okay, listen, I'm investing in this, invest with me. In these cases, try to avoid such things. The Lord of speculative gains for you and the Yoga Karaka is also going to get combust. That means sun will be the only dominating planet in this month, starting March 1st. Ruji, when is Saturn, what you say, when is Saturn getting combust? I think 1st of March?
28th Feb, I think. 28th Feb.
Almost that time only, right? After 28th of Feb, 20th of Feb, and next day is 1st March only. This was 28th, now there is no 29, 30, 31st here. After 28th of Feb, as soon as Saturn becomes combust, the only power in this whole chart will come in the hands of Sun, which is the 11th house lord. That means gains will happen. But because fifth house lord, speculative gain, or your friendship lord is gone combust, there can be possibility that people may put you into shadow. You may feel right that, okay, something is happening nice now, money is happening, but later in the long run there can be problem. Advised not to do any kind of investment. If you have made some good money, keep it aside, park it aside, put it in your bank, and just forget about it till 4th of April. After that, do whatever you want to do. This is an advice for you. Children wise, good news. Health wise, we need to be careful about children. Romantic partner wise, also good news. If you are thinking of any kind of legal thing related to do with your your like your relationship into legal assignments, that means like getting married and stuff like that, so this is a exactly good time to think about that, or maybe get into that kind of area, like getting legally signature done, because sun is all government work related to children, related to speculative gains, related to love life, related to education also. Education is a very important factor of this house. There also you will see that education wise you are so bright, so much gains through education that you will get amazing. Only health wise we have to be careful, because sun is entering into Satabisha Nakshatra. Every planet in this world acts like Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Everyone has the quality of creating something, everyone has the quality of preserving something, and everyone has the quality of destruction as well. So the destruction quality of sun during this time is health, but otherwise wealth and everything it will create for you. All the best, have a great time. Scorpio ascendant people. Now here, fourth house is where for Scorpio ascendant we will see that 12th of February till 14th of March. This is the time that Sun will occupy the fourth house. And Rohit, as discussed earlier in the earlier thing, Mercury is going to be combust throughout because it is very, very close to Sun now. It is moving together only. By 28th, actually, it will move also to the sign of sign of Pisces, and become debilitated there. But here, fourth house, Sun, your attention will turn towards home, family, emotional security, and whatnot. You will seek a lot of innovative solution to domestic issues. and also modernize your living environment. That means there is expenses that is coming up, because Sun is a very family oriented planet, right, Rohitji? It has a very great family. There were differences in the family, but it is still together. This means that during this time, their family dynamics will undergo a lot of positive transformation. This is a time to, connect to your roots, nurture a sense of belonging for your personal life. In a birth chart, Rohiji, Sun actually rules the bones of the body. See, joints are ruled by Saturn. Sun rules the bone of the body. Sun rules collectively blood with Mars, and Sun rules the heart. Heartbeat is Sun. This fourth house is the house that is related to heart. Sun is going to entering into Satvisha Nakshatra from 19th of March. 19th of February. Many people may have little bit of heart related problems or can develop some heart related problems. Saturn is the planet of longevity, and Saturn sitting here will make sure that if there is any kind of procedure required for this organ, heart organ, this is the time that something may pop up, some kind of procedure, some kind of surgery, some kind of medication, some kind of uh, revelation. You will sometimes some blood test will say, oh, you have this problem. Something like that can come up because Sun will enter into Satvisha Nakshatra, Nakshatra of Rahu, which means that hidden things will come out. There is also possibility, Rohitji, here when we go deeper into astrology, when Sun will make Saturn compass, that means it will take 100% control over this person's life, like Scorpio ascendant. And if by chance they're going to Sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, or Pratyantardasha, you will feel that I'm completely being dominated by Sun. Expenses related to, construction in your house, buying of real estate, buying of vehicles can be a part during this time. On top of that, health of mother has to be taken into absolute consideration. There can be challenges to the health of mother. Sun entering into Satvisha Nakshatra is entering the Satvisha Nakshatra in the fourth house that dominates the space of mother. That's why it says that family dynamic will go undergo positive transformation. That means you will be very much involved into the day-to-day life of your mother or mother-like figures in your family. This is the time to spend a lot of time with your mother. Try to make sure if any medical procedure comes, you have to take action in that area. And because Sun is the 10th house lord coming to the fourth house, it will be a very great time for your workplace also. Workplace wise also, you'll be very, very satisfied. Sun is going to take control over the fourth house. Fourth house is anything to do in transaction of real estate. I would suggest from 19th of February till I think 11th of March. Till the time it will be not 11th of March till 8th of March. You have to be very careful in making any kind of transactions related to property, because Sun is going to be in the nakshatra of Rahu, and Rahu is a very illusionative planet sitting with Venus right now. It can create some losses in the fifth house. Suddenly, some speculative losses. It is the house of speculative gains and losses. So we have to be. This is the approach, layered approach of Sun in this house. Out of 100%, 60% is just positive and great only. 40% we have to be careful about different layers. If your heart also says that some kind of problem is there, this is the time that you need to really address that problem and understand that how you want to change your pattern of living, come into discipline. Ruji, what do you have to say? Tell me about this, because you have very great insight.
Thank you. Yes, this conjunction in fourth house, first of all, these people have to miss little peace of mind. They are going through this already because they're Lagnesh in a eighth house in a retrograde situation, and now this Saturn Sun conjunction here tells that peace of mind will not be there. And this peace of mind will not be there. The reason for this will be their own wishes, overthinking and over wishes, because 11th house Lord also coming there. And so this will be the situation. And because all planets continuously aspecting the 10th house,
That's
so
all.
10th house, yes, Sun will, as you told that, yes, when Saturn will be combust, then there will be the relief little bit. But up to 28th of Feb, they have to be very take cautions while they are in professional life with their bosses, because up to Saturn is aspecting there with full aspect. And now after 28, Saturn will be combust. Mercury, you told that will combust. Then Sun can save his house, 10th house. So this is a time when they have to take care professionally, especially up to 28th of Feb. They have to take care.
Absolutely, Rohitji. And not only that, after that, Sun is going to go into the fifth house, which is where it will make a eclipse also there. So, mother's health is the number one thing, man.
Especially during the sale and purchase of real estate or vehicles, they have to be take extreme care, because third house lord is also Saturn in the fourth house with Sun. So this can be some legal issues with government, or you have not done some all paperwork. So this can be also problem.
Very good time for those people who are in law, like law, judge, those who are judges, law, doctors, lawyers, occultists. Very great time for them. But otherwise, for other people, IT people, especially a little bit of challenge. I just wish that there is no layoff for such things like that. You're not going to Sun Madasha. I just hope that is what it should be there. Very good for financial people also. Those who do financial transactions or investment banking. Very great time for them. Very, very great time for them. All the best. I hope that even in this amidst of this kind of little bit of uncertainty, you find that power, that greatness, and for that you'll have to do the remedy for Sun. You have to make sure that this time, if you're going to Sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshma or Prana also, you do Ark to Sun, give little bit of water to Sun. On that other hand, you should also be doing some kind of donations related to, cow, like for the cow, Gau Mata, we say. Don't eat cow, feed the cow. This is required during this time. And also, those people who eat any kind of four-legged animals, when Saturn will come to Pisces, you are going to go into a very, very difficult time, man. So stop eating four-legged animals, because all the leather-producing animals in the world are ruled by Saturn. There are two kinds of leather, Rohit, that is produced. I went into very deep about this with a leather guy who is our client. He says that there are two kind of leathers. One which come after the animal is dead naturally. Naturally, they have their lifespan, they die. So we buy the naturally dead animal and then we do the leather. And there is something where they kill the animal and take the leather out. So those people who are in the killing industry and making leather, buy coin, like, not even in direct relationship, maybe in indirect relationship, they may have a very, very tough time. Those who are even consuming animals which produce leather are very, very tough time when Saturn enters into Pisces. So still there is time. Leave all that. Try to come into lot of sattvic. Lot of why to do violence for food, man? And if you want to do it, take a knife and kill yourself. Kill yourself and then eat. Let's see now if you have the power to kill someone and then eat. So you should think about it very carefully. All the best. 15 March 2025, we are doing astrology for beginners. 8-week course. All the best. Those who have joined and those who are joining, welcome. And we'll have a great, great time here understanding, learning astrology through these small, small aspects of the world. Sagittarius ascendant. Now, Rohitji, here, when we talk about Sagittarius ascendant, the sun's transit through Aquarius. This is a very, very great transit, by the way. So don't take it in a light way. It's not bad. The ninth house lord is in the third house of communication, especially those who are related to communication work, media, entertainment, journalism, writing, marketing, sales, always speaking, trying to sell something, making contracts. What a great time for you to convert your business into a lot of good things. Also, on the other side, this is a time of skill development. You may develop some new skills as well. Rohitji, very, very nice time for them to start higher learning, because higher learning planet has gone to the third house of communication, especially networking, short trips, community involvement, exposure to diverse perspective. It is the sun here is the planet that is ruling the diversity aspect of Sagittarius ascendant people. Very great time. But third house is also an Upchaya house. Remember, it's a house of struggle. Here, the ninth house lord has come to the third house. Out of this, Rohit, out of all the books I read a book that was written in 1800s, 1812 or something, very, very old book on astrology, but the Western astrology. They say when the sun is the ninth house lord and comes into the third house, destiny starts struggling, or destiny has to show courage to evolve. So sometimes many people have very different aspect about astrology. It's not only the Vedic system which has what you say opinion about astrology. They also had an opinion. They said that destiny is struggling when sun comes into the third house. ninth house Lord comes in the third house. So that means your destiny will only happen and only convert through communication, through expressing yourself, through body language, through written communication. So this is the time to take such kind of activities on your shoulder. Third house is also the house that is related to shoulder also. Shoulder, neck, anything to do in neck, shoulder, even your ears are ruled by the third house. This time, some kind of problem related to shoulder might have already started showing up. Those who have thyroid problem, they may also be struggling here. Like in the past 1.5 months, little bit of health problems must have chalu ho gaya rahega. Here you will see that those people who have neck problem, this can aggravate. The reason is, Rohitji, that sun will enter into a nakshatra called Satabhisha, and that sun will enter on 19th of February and onwards. So whenever any planet or anyone is entering into any sign or nakshatra, it starts showing the effects little bit of earlier. And Satabhisha nakshatra means you will have to take the help of some doctor or some medical professional for making sure that you are healthy. This can be related to neck, this can be related to ear infection, problem in the neck, problem in the throat, some kind of muscle damage in the neck, cervical issues, some kind of problems like this can come. Not only to you, if you go deeper into the layer of this is related to your siblings also, younger siblings. Younger siblings may also show sign that they may need to visit some medical professional or doctor or something like that. Short distance travel is going to be great for you guys, like great. As soon as you do a short distance travel, that will convert into business purely for sure. Contractual time, lot of contracts you have to do. This is going to be beautiful for you. But health wise, we have to be careful because only the aspect that sun enters into Rahu's nakshatra. Sun is going to make Saturn combust. Mercury already combust. Saturn, it will make combust on 28th or 1st of March. And that is the time you will see that complete dominance of this whole chart is on the sun's head. It will rule everything that has to do with your destiny. Everything will be in the hand of your destiny. Whatever hard work you put, whatever courage you show, your destiny has to support you. If you're going through Sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, and also the natal placement of your sun is very important. If you're going through Sun Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, you will see that suddenly kuch alag hi, everything is happening luck wise, luck by chance. Go and see that movie, exactly waisa hi, like that only it will happen. Like everything is luck for you during this time from 1st of March. And then the eclipse energy is building up here, Rohitji. Lunar eclipse first, then solar eclipse entering into the sun entering into the 4th house and eclipse in the 4th house. Extremely careful about mother, guys. Extremely, very, very careful, because right now also sun is sitting 12th from the 4th house. And here when it comes here, eclipse happens here. This eclipse energy is interdependent always. So it can create a little bit of challenges for the health of mother. And also those people who are dealing or maybe having plans to do any real estate transaction, they should avoid it till 4th of April, because let this eclipse happen, let sun take more degrees and move out. At least 10 days before sun moves out, you should be making any transactions later on. So this video is about a caution video. Lot of sun remedies are required, Rohitji, during this time. Arka to Lord Surya Dev, that means put water to Lord Surya Dev. Feed the cows. There is also possibility you should be doing is that donate some kind of books. Sun is the planet related to higher education here. So you donate some books, that will be a great remedy. Donate some pen, that will be a great remedy. There is a possibility that sun is also going to convert your belief system. A lot of new belief system will come. So why not get into mantra chanting, do Aditya Hriday Stotram, do Om Suryaya Namaha. Such kind of mantras, very, very helpful during this time. All the best, guys. I'm trying to put a lot of effort to make you understand that sometimes transits are a little challenging. So for that, we need to navigate in the right way possible. What Rohitji is, every time it cannot be bed of roses. There are sometimes with some kind of thorns come with the roses. So we have to be careful and aligned to the energy so that we don't make any mistake knowingly that something is wrong, we make a mistake, then that is foolishness. But here, right now, unknowingly you were going on with your life, but now you know that in the communication sector, in related to your health, this, that, where you have to be careful. All the best. Capricorn ascendant, Rohitji's ascendant. Here, 2nd house is where sun will come, and 8th house Lord, automatically a planet that rules sudden ups and downs for you. Now, during this period, Sun in the Aquarius highlights values, resources, self-worth, ego, my self-respect, and very things. You may have to reassess your financial goals or adopt lot of progressive approach to managing your resources, because unless and until you have a plan, you will not be able to go ahead now. Innovative income streams may enhance your financial stability and sense of abundance. You have to innovate during this time. You have to think from the depth of your knowledge. Eighth house lord in the second house. If you want to make money here, then depth of the knowledge should be used here, Rohit. Embrace a lot of opportunities that align with your actions, with your core values, and cultivate a sense of self-worth based on authenticity and integrity. In a simple words, Rohit, when Sun comes into the second house here, Sun is the planet of ego. Sun is the planet of self-respect. Second house is the planet of self. Second house is the house of self-respect. Second is the house of your standing in the society, in your family. That who is this person? Who is this? What is the status of this person? Will this person get importance, or will this person be not important to us? Everything is seen from the second house here. The second house lord is your ascendant lord also, so it's not a small thing for Capricorn ascendant people, especially because first house lord, the lord of the ascendant in the second house of wealth, will become combust. Mercury, who's the lord of your destiny, will become combust, is combust actually. So who has the dominance here in your chart? If you logically think, the dominance is completely in the hand of Surya, Sun. That is the eighth house lord, which can create sudden ups and downs in your life, financial ups and downs. It can create your status ups and downs. Roji, it is a period which shows that there is going to be some challenges related to self worth. Second problem is that, acha, money wise, by God's grace, it is a very, very great time. Money wise, there is no problem, because see, Sun is the eighth house lord. If there is any inheritance, any savings, any investment that you have done in the past, everything is going to be positive and will convert into the right section for you. So, no problem money wise. Where is the problem? The problem here is health. Look at second house. Second house is a Maraka house, that means a killer house. It is seventh from the eighth house. It is not a very great house for health. And here, what is the areas that second house rule? Mouth, dental problems, anything to do with nose, eyes, anything to do with your face, skin. Second house is also eating habits, getting ulcers in the mouth, and everything you will see, Rohitji, a pattern here that things will start happening. Sun is a very heat planet. Something you eat and suddenly will create heat in your body, which can be very, very challenging for you. So in an overall sense, this is a time, health wise, we have to be very careful, and ego wise, we have to keep our tone down, speech down, because we wealth wise, you will get some everything, man. There is no problem of wealth. Ego wise, we don't have to act or be very rude with the family. This is the house of extended family. Because of sudden fear, ego, or sudden kind of some kind of hearing something wrong from someone, you will speak something rubbish, which can create very, very much differences in you and your family. Ruji, health wise, since Sun was in your first house and then transiting into the second house, can you tell me anything that you see is alarming? Because see, 12th Feb has just come here. Anything that you can see, any problem in the eyes, like you're scratching right now? Can you tell me what is happening? Your audio is not coming. Hello?
Can you repeat please what you told?
I said any problem in the health area that has started for Capricorn, like your Capricorn ascendant. My daughter, I can say she's Capricorn. From last 3 days, she's completely having very, very difficult time breathing. All her nose is blocked. Very much cold cough.
Right. You already is. Yeah, yes, this is happening not from a few days. Even we can say from last few weeks. Capricorn people feeling this thing, and even they are having this gut problem already. They are going through. But yes, you told right. This nose blocking, this throat problem. So many times it's going through. But I think my one observation here is that Saturn, because aspecting eighth house from so much of time, creating problems. I think two planets here now. I don't know how they are going to play their role when Sun will aspect his own sign on house. Little bit try to say, but in the same way, Mercury being a lot of ninth house and sixth house play the mixed role. Ninth house destiny being a planet he will see here, but Planet of diseases also aspecting the eighth house. So yes, mix of results, I think.
It can be depending on the Mahadasha. Mahadasha will
Yeah,
convert into the right scenario. If Mahadasha is of Sun and Mercury, then it is very challenging because 8th and 6th house Lord, man, it is going to be challenging. If Mahadasha is not of Sun and Mahadasha is of Saturn, you will be saved because Saturn is the planet that provides longevity. So it will make sure that long term challenges are going to be solved for you guys. So let's hope for the best. All the best, guys. Have a great transit. I know a little bit of challenging because Sun is entering into Satvisha Nakshatra, but lot of hope. This is the time of doing extreme remedies, like try to go give water to the sun, try to feed the cow, try to do Aditya Hriday Stotram, try to be very much meditating over Surya, the energy of Surya. Even in little sunlight, just sit and just feel that power of sun. Remove all the obstacles from your life. Meditate over it. All the best. Aquarius ascendant, Rohiji. Here, ascendant Lagna is where you will see that Sun is taking this dominating power in the Lagna. Will make sure that when Sun, anyone comes into close conjunction of Sun, even in the solar system, wherever how far they are, does not matter. Sun will combust them. Here in this chart, Sun is in your own sign, that means in the ascendant. You will radiate a lot of confidence, vitality, authenticity. You will be glowing. Aquarius ascendant people will be glowing with a lot of positive approach. And this is the time that lot of focus will be on personal growth, self-expression, and asserting your individuality. You will say that I want to be a different person from other people. This is the time that your presence will inspire other people that I want to be like this person. But there is a little bit of challenges also here. Ascendant Lord is Mool Trikon here and very benefit for you. Sun will combust it. Sometimes this is the time that not confidence but overconfidence will take you over. 7th house Lord in the ascendant. There can be possibility of problems. See, 7th house is always a Maraka sign, and coming into the Lagna means health problem to spouse can come. Another big layer here is that Rohitji, Sun will enter into Satvisha Nakshatra on 19th of February. And when Sun enters here, health of spouse, health of your partner has to be taken care of. In partnership business, egoistic approach will not work. There will have to be little submissive approach. If you will go into egoistic approach, the partner will say, okay, I will show you when my time comes. You will be very powerful right now because your Sun is dominating, creating, even the Lagna Lord has no power here because Sun is going to be taking over everything. Everything aspect of life will be about you, yourself. Pada, your status will define everything. What is the 7th house? It is 10th from the 10th. It is the house of Pada Prapati. Any designation that you get is through the 7th house. Here in dominating position, Sun will make sure that Sun is going to give you extreme positions in life. But this transit is very temporary. Remember this. You may come into power right now, but if you misuse it, then this will not be a great thing. Health of your spouse has to be taken care of. For you also, health especially related to all the heat in the body. That means sometimes related to digestion, sometimes related to blood flow, blood pressure. Everything has to be taken care of. Sun and Saturn, when they come together, arthritis is born. So in such people, you may be feeling arthritical pain, like pain in the joints, pain in the legs, joints, and everywhere. There can be some kind of problem because see, Sun was in the 12th house. Automatically, Maraka in the 12th house must have made you visit hospitals or some kind of clinics or some blood test. Everything must have happened in the past 1 month. Now this is a time to take action. This is a time to come back. You will be very powerful in terms of your personal growth, very motivated, very independent, very very resourceful also. You'll get resource from all the areas. But this is the time to utilize that and get into the right action. That means not over egoistic. That is the number one approach that you need to take during this time. If you don't take this, then it will be very temporary, short-lived success that you will see for this month. Calm down, relax. You will see that in this power also, this person did not do anything wrong. This is the place, this is the kind of person we want to always be together with or be associated with. That you will see. But otherwise, very great time. You have a lot of uniqueness during this time to pursue your dreams. So don't go. Health-wise, the health of the relationship or the partner can be seen, and your health, stress because of stress, overburning yourself. This is also what can create a challenge, or mental stress for you can happen. Also, it is going towards eclipse. on the second house. So yes, related to stress, it can be number one area where you have to look. Try to take some nice breathers, nice meditative lessons, do some self improvement, and you will see such great results for this transit. All the best. For Pisces ascendant Rohitji here, this is the 12th house where these kind of event is happening. And for Pisces, Sun is the sixth house lord in the 12th house. Conjunction with the the lord of the Kendra, that means Mercury, lord of partnerships and lord of health. Fourth house, that is related to heart. Also lord of the 11th in the 12th house is in the 12th house. Lord of sixth house, that is Sun, is in the 12th house. So it is a very completely mixed results here. The Sun's transit to Aquarius will bring focus on spirituality, introspection, inner healing. So a lot of things like this happen. Today I was reading one thing that Salman Khan told on screen. I heard him. He said that I sleep only 2 hours a day right now. Rohitji, he said, Salman Khan said that I sleep only 2 hours a day right now. Sometimes I get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. The best time that I had was in the prison. I used to sleep like almost 10, 12 hours a day. What does this mean? That means that this is the time of that was the time of him for go to introspection and inner healing. It was an isolated time. Same way Pisces ascendant people, you may seek solitude or retreat to explore your inner world and connect with your intuition. Somehow, creative expression, meditation, dream work, this will lead to lot of emotional renewal for you. Like you have to get into these areas. Any 12th house that we see is the house of ending bad habits, house of maybe just to give you a little bit of more detailed analysis here. This is also the time of what we call rehabilitation, where you go rehabs, right? This is also that house where you end your old patterns, end your bad habits, and move into right area. When sixth house lord is in the 12th house, it makes a Vipreet Rajyog. That means in terms of its results, it will give you some benefic results only, but that does not come with simplicity. That will come through pain only. It is also the time that those people who are thinking of foreign travel, foreign success, foreign settlement, workplace in foreign country, they may manifest such kind of things, but nothing comes with an easy option. Everything, there is a heavy price to be paid. When you go to foreign country, it is looks very nice. Oh, we are putting a status flying to New York, but the challenges that come there is unimaginable. And everyone who's migrated to foreign country can associate with this, and they can reply also below, so that other people who are trying or thinking may understand that what they go through when this kind of transformation comes. Here, spiritually, this is a very great time, getting into your health pattern, very great time. But those who are going through illness right now, those who are going through some kind of challenges related to health, they may see that as soon as sun enters into the nakshatra of Satabhisha from 19th of February, you will see from like 12th February only, you will see that health wise you will not be doing that great, especially mental illness, some kind of sleeping issues, sleep disorders, overthinking, getting some kind of negative thoughts. I was doing one chart reading today, Rohitji, of this is not Cancer ascendant. She girl wants to suicide. 4, 3, 4, 5 times she has suicide attempted. Mother is very challenged. What do I do? What do I do? Where do I go? So sometimes problems like this also come, and it is a challenging period for people, for Pisces ascendant here when it comes to job. Unfortunately, but the sixth house lord is in the 12th house with the 12th house lord of losses and making it cumbers. That means 12th house will have no control over this house. Sixth house, it all depends on your destiny, your luck, and the current mahadasha that you're going through, that if job loss happens or not. From this generic prediction, you will not be able to get into depth of your what is going to happen, but from the prediction related to your personal birth chart, we can go into the depth. But here, some kind of job losses can also come. And I have seen that 6th house lord goes to the 12th house, there is job loss. And not only that, Rohitji, the 4th and the 7th house lord is also combust, right? The Kendra lord is also combust in the 12th house. So it is a very good period for healing, introspection, trying to make sure that your expenses go less, but also a time where it can say health wise some problem, or getting into some kind of rehab or hospital, or going into some kind of clinic for some kind of either surgery, sudden surgery, or some kind of sudden blood related work. But let's time will unfold. Mostly very good time for spiritual approach. So I know that is not going to feed us, but little bit of challenge related to work. So for lot of sun remedies during this time, trying to do arka to surya, doing aditya stotram, doing om surya namaha, all this thing has to be done, because the dominant planet from 12th of from actually 1st of March till next 2 months, till 4th of April, is going to be sun only. As soon as sun is going there, Saturn will follow, it will be combust, lot of things happening. Then it will go into Amavasya, sun is going to get challenged here. Lot of things are going to be happening, and the drama will happen in the ascendant for you. That means you yourself will be affected during this time, which has to be taken into consideration in a very, very important manner. Prepare for releasing old patterns and prepare for new beginnings. Then new beginnings can come with little bit of pain. That caterpillar has to come out of that cocoon to become butterfly. It is painful, but butterfly you become. So good things are coming, but little bit of struggle is there. Thank you so much, Rohit ji, for your help, also your patience, also all the best.
Thank you very much, and very in deep, you know, insight for all the 12 signs. But yes, this is a challenging period, looking like this kind of conjunctions when we see. So for the consultations, you can always contact on this number, because if you have any doubt regarding your chart or your life, or you are into some situation that you want a guidance, so this is the time when you have a guidance, astrological guidance from Akashi, one-on-one with him. Phone number always on screen, link always in description box. Anytime you can contact, and team will guide you further. Thank you very much, all the family members. Thank you, Akashi, for the this deep insight into all 12 signs. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in some next video. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Mata Di, Jai
Om
Mahalakshmi, Om
Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.